Hi everyone, this is Dhruv Bhutani from PhoneArena.com, and we're going to bring you a quick comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and the Samsung Galaxy S4. Samsung announced the third iteration of the Note series at IFA 2013 in Berlin. The Galaxy S4, on the other hand, was announced way back in March. The Note 3 is the successor of the Note 2, which was a huge hit for the smartphone manufacturer. The Galaxy Note 3 is a pretty big upgrade over the Note 2. But compared to the S4, there's only some minor changes. Let's check out how these two devices perform. In terms of design and build quality, the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy S4 do not share the same look. The Galaxy Note 3 follows a different design language with a more rectangular build that makes it resemble the original Note. In terms of dimensions, the Note 3 is much bigger than the S4 because of the huge 5.7-inch display of the Note 3. The Galaxy Note 3 is wider, taller, thicker and heavier than the S4. The Galaxy Note 3 weighs 168 grams while the Galaxy S4 weighs in at just under 130 grams. The positioning of keys, on the other hand, is very similar on both the phones. On the right side we have the power lock key. On the bottom we have an uncovered micro USB port and a microphone on both the devices. On the Note 3 there is a loudspeaker and a bigger micro USB 3.0 port at the bottom, and it comes with an S Pen stylus compartment. The volume rocker is present on the left side. The keys are all made of plastic but offer nice feedback. On the top we have the 3.5mm audio jack, the secondary microphone and an IR blaster on both the devices. On the front, above the display, we have the earpiece at the center and the ambient and proximity sensors. There's a 2-megapixel front-facing camera towards the right of the earpiece on both the phones. The notification LED is on the left side of the earpiece, and on the S4 we have an extra light sensor which is not present on the Note 3. Bezels on both the phones are very thin, and this has greatly helped to make it look sleek. Below the display we have the usual Samsung arrangement with a physical home button at the center and capacitive touch keys on either side. Moving over to the back, the Note 3 has an excellent faux leather finish that gives it a great texture and prevents it from getting scratched and attracting fingerprints. The S4, on the other hand, has a regular Samsung glossy textured plastic finish that makes it a fingerprint magnet and is very prone to scratches. There is a 13-megapixel camera with an LED flash below it on both the devices. Being Samsung phones, they come with a removable back cover. Opening the back cover, we see that both the phones have a micro SIM card slot that is not hot swappable and a hot swappable micro SD card slot. On the Note 3, the micro SIM card slot and the micro SD card slot are stacked together. Overall, in terms of build quality and design, it is a tough choice. The textured leather back of the Note 3 gives it a distinct advantage over the S4, but the S4's compact size sets it apart from the relatively bigger Note 3. Talking about the display, the Galaxy Note 3 has a 5.7-inch Full HD Super AMOLED panel with a pixel density of 386 ppi, while the S4 makes do with a 5-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display with a pixel density of 441 ppi. The Note 3 ends up having better brightness and the whites appear more natural on the Note 3 than compared to the S4. The viewing angles are also great on both the devices. Color saturation and contrast are very similar on both the phones. Overall, the display on the Note 3 is bigger, but the display on the S4 tends to be a bit sharper. It is really a matter of personal preferences between the two almost identical displays. Samsung is known to use its homebred Exynos chipset for its premium devices, and we have two of Samsung's best here. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is powered by a 1.9 GHz octa-core Exynos 5420 system on chip. It has 3 GB of RAM and a Mali T628 MP6 GPU. While the Galaxy S4 is powered by a 1.6 GHz octa-core Exynos 5410 system on chip. It has 2 GB of RAM and the graphics are taken care of by the PowerVR SGX 544 MP3 GPU. The Galaxy Note 3 and the S4 are both available in 16, 32 and 64 GB variants. We have the 32 GB Note 3 and the 16 GB S4 with us. Out of the 32 GB, the Galaxy Note 3 has 24 GB available, while the S4 has only 8.9 GB of user accessible memory. Both the devices have a microSD card slot to expand this. Out of the 3 GB RAM in the Galaxy Note 3, 2.6 GB is usable and 1.6 GB is free when the device is idle. While on the S4, out of the 2 GB of RAM, 1870 MB RAM is usable and 1.1 GB of that is free when the device is idle. In terms of day-to-day performance, both the phones are very snappy and there's hardly a moment when you'll notice any difference between the two. In benchmarks, the Galaxy Note 3 outdid the S4 in all of them because of the higher clock speeds. The Note 3 has a camera upgrade from the Galaxy Note 2 with a 13 megapixel camera at the back and a 2 megapixel camera at the front. The Galaxy S4 too has a similar combination with a 13 megapixel camera at the back and a 2 megapixel snapper at the front. Both the phones are capable of recording 1080p videos from the rear camera and the front camera. However, only the Note 3 can record 1080p videos at 60 frames per second. In terms of the interface, both the phones are very similar with similar camera applications. The Note 3 has a couple of extra shooting modes, including surround shot and golf mode, which are not there on the S4. But the S4 comes with a night shot mode, which is not there on the Note 3. Both the cameras have HDR, panorama, best face, best photo, sports mode, eraser mode, animated photo, drama mode and sound and shot mode. Image quality is identical on both the phones. Let's talk about some of the software features on the device. The Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy S4 both have the same TouchWiz interface, but the Note 3 runs on Android 4.3 while the S4 runs on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. Both the phones are packed with Samsung features like Smart Stay, Smart Rotation, S-Beam, Multi-Window, Air View, Pop-Out Videos, Air Gesture, Smart Scroll and Smart Pause. The Galaxy Note 3 comes with an extra reading mode that optimizes the screen for reading and is available when certain applications like Google Books are opened. The main distinguishing feature of the Note 3 is its S Pen stylus that lets you perform a lot of creative functions. There's also Air Command, Action Memo, Pen Window, Scrapbooker, and all these new features present in the Note 3 which take productivity to a whole new level. We found the gaming experience to be great on both the devices. Almost all the games run smoothly on both the phones. Since the Note 3 has a bigger display and a newer processor, it offers slightly better gaming experience. Moving on to battery life and connectivity. The Note 3 has a 3200 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S4 has a 2600 mAh battery. And in terms of battery life, we found that the battery life on the Galaxy Note 3 was slightly better because of the higher capacity. In terms of connectivity, both the phones are equipped with features like Wi-Fi 802.11, BGNNAC, Bluetooth, 3G, NFC, DLNA, Wi-Fi Direct, and Micro USB 3.0 with MHL connectivity. The Note 3 is the first device to come with a Micro USB 3.0 port which supports higher speeds. Both the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy S4 provide top-of-the-line specifications and performance that matches it. The Note 3 is available for Rs 49,990 while the S4 retails for Rs 37,500. If you're looking for a top-of-the-line phone with a large display, the Note 3 is what you should be looking at. But on the other hand, if you want a device that fits easily and very well into your palm or into your pocket, then that's the S4 for you. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.